Hi, welcome to Inside the Scary Mind of a Writer, and I'm Adina Lev, the writer. This is episode 109 in my continuing blog series to get my name out there and lend a voice to my characters so you can hear how absolutely sarcastic I can be. That big vacuum sound you hear, it's not a vacuum, it is my 12-foot dragon. You can't see him right now, but he's got moving wings. So inside the scary mind of a writer. I'm outside today because it's pretty much going to be inside within the coming weeks because, well, it's getting cold. They said the nasty F word this week. They called for frost. So that meant I was getting the greenhouse up and everything winterized. This is my second take on this because I didn't say, "Hi, Alexis." Alexis has got to be the one person who always listens to my videos. She listens to my videos. Sometimes she listens to my podcast, but she listens to my videos right up there with Sylvia, Christian, and Raynell, and Josh, and Sam, and other Sam, and Ben, and Evan, and Morgan, and Sherry, and Hilly, Jay, and Judy, and Joelle, and Jay, and Juju, and Angelica listens on my podcast, and so does Barry. And did I say Haley? Hi, Hilly. Hillary is in Sweden, and she posted some wonderful pictures of Sweden. And it looks cold there, but the pictures and the things are so cool. I definitely would like to go to Sweden at some point. That's Boomer. She's been in the pond. It's not too cold for her yet, but she's chasing all the fishies. So, what did I cover in the other one before I deleted it? Because I realized I didn't say hello to Alexis. Things they should be back in school. They should bring back wood shop, auto mechanics. They should bring back home ec, how to run a house, not just how to cook, but how to run a house, how to pay bills, how to fill out applications, your social security requests, how to start a bank account. All these things we should be learning. I didn't learn any of this. My family was poor, like dirt poor. Like the power got turned off and we're washing our socks in the sink. Like one year California was under a water rationing, so I was filling up all these jugs with water. In our basement, we had, it's like 50 gallons I had saved over the course of a year. And the water got turned off, so it's a good thing I had those jugs of water so that we could flush toilets and have something to wash our face with and brush our teeth and all that stuff. When I was growing up, we were so poor. How poor were you? We were so poor that we, 3 kids, had 1 measured cup of milk a day. The rest of the time we drank water, we drank Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid is super cheap. Sugar is super cheap, so it was either water or Kool-Aid. And you had your 1 measured cup of milk a day. Now, when I joined the Navy, in case you didn't know, I was in the Navy for 8 years. Boot camp. We go and we line up for chow. We march to the mess hall. And I get my glass of milk and I drink it. It's like, oh God, milk. And I looked at the petty officer in charge of it. I said, "Can I get another glass of milk?" And she says, "Sure, go ahead. You can have as much as you want." Oh my God. For a kid who got 1 measured cup of milk a day to be told you can have as much as you want, I'm telling you, the skies opened up. A chorus of angels sing. Sunbeams come beaming in on the milk machine, and I can drink as much as I want. In boot camp, a lot of the poor kids were in survival mode. We were learning to survive how to eat. We were surviving keeping clothes on our back. We were surviving being outside of the gangs or getting out of the gangs or trying not to get jumped into a gang. So for the first time, a lot of us had meals. We could eat as much as we wanted. Oh my God, we could have as much milk as we wanted. Oh my God. But we also started getting money. And for many of us, this was the first time we ever had real money that we could spend. And let me tell you, I was spending it like a drunken sailor. Nobody told me that maybe you should put aside a couple dollars in the bank. Maybe you should learn how to pay bills. Maybe you should start a savings account. No, this is stuff that we weren't taught because we didn't have money. Even when she got the welfare check, we still didn't have money. My sister and I, we learned how to steal food. We learned how to break and enter without getting caught. All these things were just survival. And thankfully, the husband and I have done well enough in life that our kids did not have to know how to do these things, how to be in survival mode. So as parents, we did our job right. And at least to me, our kids are gainfully employed and they're upstanding citizens and people love them and they're not on wanted posters. And I can actually hold my head up. This is what my child does. This is what this child does, because that means I did my job right. One of the things I covered in the other video that politics. Here's my politics for the day. Jo Jorgensen. I am all for Jo Jorgensen. Libertarian. Go gold. She is a candidate that, you know what? I am sick of the duopoly, whatever. The Republicans and Democrats. And I look at these people on TV and this woman, Biden's going to take care of me and my Social Security. No. Biden is a multimillionaire who couldn't give a rat's ass about your Social Security because he's been in politics for 47 years. He's been in Washington for 47 years. He doesn't care about you. He cares about your vote. Doesn't care about you because you are just one of the little people who is keeping him propped up where he is at. So that's it for politics. Oh my God. Did I forget anybody? No. I'll catch you next time. Back to Inside the Scary Mind. This week's writing, I was researching how did they make coffee back in the 40s. And there was rationing. There was a year and a half of rationing here in this country where you had little coupons for things like butter and milk and cheese and coffee. You would get a pound of coffee for every 5 weeks, and you were encouraged to stretch it out for 6 weeks, unless you were in the military. The military, they had as much coffee as they wanted. They had food if they wanted. The food was brought to them in cans and ready-to-eat meals, and there was no rationing when you were in the military on the bases because they all had food, they all had coffee, they had stuff. But now, it's the opposite. We're flush with food, we're flush with things, most of us out here. But the military, you can have a person who has been in E5, been in for 6 years and still qualifies for food stamps. That is so wrong. We need to pull these people out of these other countries, keep them home, like Sweden. How many people are they sending out to Afghanistan? Why are we in Afghanistan, Iraq? Why are we in these other countries? Did you hear what happened in France? A teacher showed a picture of a drawing of Muhammad that these reporters were all killed for. And this teacher was beheaded in the middle of the streets in Paris, France. How does that happen? Why are we even in the Middle East when this kind of stuff happens in our major cities? Pull us all home. Get us the hell out of the Middle East. Keep our people here, and let's keep our money home. Obviously, we're not going to beat ISIS, Hamas, whatever. We're not going to beat them. So let's make sure we're good here. And before we start going out there worrying about everybody else. Okay, enough ranting. Adina Lev, Inside the Scary Mind of a Writer. I'm going to go have a drink because I need to calm down because I'm just out of control. Inside the Scary Mind of a Writer. I'll be babbling at this camera again next week. Thumbs up, thumbs down, share. Don't share. Have a drink with me. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Don't cough on people. Oh, Wine and Weirdos podcast. They gave me a shout out on their thing. Tune into it. It's my daughter Sam and her friend Alexis, and they go through hauntings. They explain mysteries, unsolved murders. Wine and Weirdos. Their logo is a big, huge bat drinking a glass of wine with glowing red eyes. You gotta love them. Share my video. You be safe out there. Bye.